Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Truth Report for this 14th day of June, 2017. David Rubin is an Israeli. He's the former mayor of Shiloh, the place where the tabernacle resided for some 369 years before Solomon's first temple was built. He's a friend of long standing. He took part. He was one of the main speakers at our night to honor Israel that we had a few years back, and stayed in our home. And we've stayed in contact with his ministry over time. He has a ministry entitled the Shiloh Israel Children's Fund, in which he treats Israeli children who've been traumatized by Palestinian terrorists. He just finished a series of lectures throughout the United States. And he says, the purpose of my extensive lecture circuit is twofold. He said, firstly, I share accurate information about Israel and the world, which is sorely lacking from the media presenting fake news. Secondly, I try to encourage people to mobilize for the sake of Israel. We need all the partners we can get. He openly states that Judeo-Christian values on which most Western countries were founded are facing the threat of extinction. Christian values are facing the threat of extinction. Through the rise of Islamic terrorism and left-wing propaganda, whether it's liberal in America or Europe or wherever. They're seeking to destroy the Judeo-Christian ethics and values that our nations were formed on. He says people, organizations are working day and night to destroy the values we hold so dear through our Bible teachings. Now is the time to let the godly voice of truth be heard. And he suggests three means by which that can be done. First, he says, we pray actively for Israel and its people. Prayer. Now, this is an Israeli. He's not a Christian, but he recognizes that the support of Christians and their prayers is absolutely essential. I'm reminded of the passage, very familiar to most of us, from Psalm 122, verse 6, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. May there be peace within your walls. Now, as we've noted before, when we pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and we need to do that as Christians, when we pray for the peace of Jerusalem, we are actually praying for the coming of the Prince of Peace. For ultimately, that's the only time and that's the only way that peace will reign in Jerusalem, is when the Prince of Peace reigns supremely. So we're encouraged to pray and encouraged to see the Lord in His grace to fast forward the events that would eventuate in His coming, and for peace to actually reside from Jerusalem. The word of the Lord shall go forth from Zion and from Jerusalem in that day. Secondly, he says this, become a political activist on behalf of Israel and with regards to the relationship between your country, namely ours, the United States, and the Holy Land. Do you know where your leaders, your congressmen, your senator, your local leaders, your national, state, and local leaders, do you know where they stand on Israel? If you don't, find out. And encourage them, admonish them, bring the scriptures to bear on them to support Israel and to support the undivided city of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. To support the moving of the Israeli embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Become a political activist. And then thirdly, Partner directly with those striving to rebuild the biblical heartland, which makes one a partner in the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Support those who are striving and partner with those who are striving to rebuild the biblical heartland. And I'm reminded of the passage in Isaiah 62. Isaiah 62, verse 6. I have posted watchmen on your walls, O Jerusalem. These watchmen are the prayer warriors of the day. They're intercessors, and they're all over the world, Christians especially. I have posted watchmen on your walls, O Jerusalem, who will never be silent day or night. You who call upon Yahweh, give yourselves no rest, and give him no rest until he establishes Jerusalem and makes her a praise in all the earth. We need to join hands in spirit and in action with those who are striving for the biblical heartland to be one and to be a manifestation of God's peace. David Rubin is one who's calling for that. And we should know that that peace will come. And we should be encouraged to believe that when the Prince of Peace comes. Pray. Be urgent in prayer. For that's the truth.